So Firebase provides us a server, okay, and the server, like, that means you don't have to write, okay, server side logic, yeah, for you to be able to what to do that, like, to do a bit more of it, okay, or to create an app, okay. So and Firebase is provided by Google, so Google is the creator of Firebase. So we can say it's trustable to some extent, okay, because you can say Google, the Google companies, it can be trusted to some extent. So and it's a bit secure, okay, and you don't need to know anything about backend or anything about databases for you to use Firebase, okay. That's okay. It is as simple as you simply copying some code from the Firebase documentation and placing it in your code and it works like magic, okay. So I won't explain too much, okay, but something called serverless is what we've been looking at, okay. So if you're doing Jamstack, you're going to look at some other alternatives to Firebase, things like Netlify, okay, even things like Facebook itself has like an API where you can just use to authenticate your users, things to log into users, okay. But Firebase is a kind of it's a new thing, okay. It's a kid development which is better than, I think, to other developer. I think Firebase is kind of all around in terms of what it provides, okay. And you can see the products on the product page, and about the products, there are very many, I think. Wait. So the products are, okay, so we have like you can build apps with the products. You have Firestore, you have cloud functions, you have authentication, you have hosting, you have cloud storage, you have real-time databases. And for now, as a developer, all these things are available for you for free, okay. And for example, are new from machine learning, using machine learning, go ahead and look at Firebase ML. But for us, I want to focus on currently for this week, I want to focus on the cloud store, which we'll look at on Friday, and also authentication, which we'll be looking at today. For hosting, personally, I don't prefer hosting my apps on Firebase. I prefer Netlify because I think it offers a better deal, and it like the developer workflow is better on Netlify than on Firebase because it's a bit simpler and straightforward. So today, if you have a Google account, of course you just have to log into your account, okay, to access how we have your picture here. Also to access the console, okay. So we'll look at authentication today, real quick, and you first pull up the application which you're trying to build, trying to emulate, and then first close up. Then I'll open it up. Okay. It is a bit slow, I don't know why. Okay. So hope you're seeing this, although a bit buggy. Let's close up. Okay. So this is our app, okay? Remember the login bit of it is gonna be when I use Facebook, then Google, then email, okay? And it's up to you. If you feel like you don't want to use Facebook, you can still use GitHub. Come on, use GitLab. Come on, use I think I will use Google Play Store, even Apple ID, okay? I think Apple Music, Apple Music. Can use so many other things, okay? And that's why I want to look at having these three things, okay? Having login with Facebook, with Google, and with email, okay? I'm going to show you how we're going to approach this, okay? Real quick. So I'm going to go back to Firebase, okay? Then go ahead and go to my console, okay? The console here. remember to be logged in. So I go to console, and it takes some time to load. I don't know why the Firebase website is a bit slow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So currently I have around 2 projects together. But for you, maybe you didn't have like one simple project, so of course you click add project. Okay. So I'm going to call my project. I'm going to call it super duper. Okay. Log up. Okay. Just that. Okay. Then I'll click on continue. Then of course I don't want Google Analytics, so I don't need it. Okay. And then I create a project. They will take some time to create a project for you. So as creating a project, okay, for us, let's review what we need to look at. Logging in with Facebook, logging in with Google, and logging in with email. Okay, so as finishing here, okay, so that's finished. So let's continue. So once that's finished, we'll direct you to this page. Okay. To the actual app that dashboard. Okay, and you can see the dashboard. You have this kind of menu. Okay, it has authentication, cloud store, data databases, storage, okay, hosting. Okay, for example, if you're on a storage, you can see it allows you to be able to store things like images, things like videos. Okay, of course, a bit slow. I don't know why. You can see the given it says store and retrieve user generated files like images, audio, video without server-side code together. But in our case, I will look at authentication because I want to log in with Facebook, with Google, and with email. Okay, so click on authentication. Okay, like that. Then of course it will give me this page, but I can get second real quick. And it should take me to a page where I could. Okay, so it gives me what we call providers. Okay, so it takes to a provider page where I can have different sign-in providers. Okay, for example, we have email, we have phone, we have Google, we have Google Play Store, Play Games, we have Game Center, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, all this. Okay, in our case, remember our app has 3, okay, but you can add something, you can add more. App has one, it has Google, so I'll come here and say click on it, edit, then I will enable. Okay, just like that. Okay, and of course then I will also change the support email because I think it's required support email. Okay, then of course I'll save. Okay, yeah, that's for Google. Google is kind of straightforward because you don't need too much because Firebase is a Google product, so it's easy to configure. Automatic. So I'm going to look at also, let's also need one for email. Okay, for email, I think it's also easy, just have to enable. Okay, together and say link in the email, link, password, like regular password, no, but yes, have to have a password. Okay, so I accept this. Okay, together. Then of course I want to enable one for Facebook. Facebook will go ahead and enable it. Okay, but Facebook asks you for app ID and also app secret. Okay, so where did I get this? Okay, but I get the app ID and app secret. Okay, so you can go ahead and learn how to set up. Okay, both for Facebook, but you can also go ahead and but for now I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, so what you go, what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and head to developer. Developer Facebook, let's search for Facebook, Google. Okay, then of course you have this page here called Facebook for developers. Okay, you can search for developers, and remember to always be signed in on your Facebook account. Always you have issues with use some links. Okay, some links will be available for you, so make sure that you are logged in on Facebook. Okay, so of course I'll go ahead and go to my apps. Because I'm logged in Facebook. Okay, so I'll click my apps. Okay, and this Facebook allows us to link our application with the Facebook authentication. Okay, or OAuth. So right now I have this this test, okay, the one for testing which I had before. So you can go ahead and say remove app, or you can create a new app, okay. I'm going to go ahead and create app, okay. In your case, if you are new, you'll see this, okay. It will be there because this is my application which I was testing out, okay. So I say create app, okay. And then of course they will tell you all this stuff. I actually click somewhere, okay, just to continue. Market I just going to say I want to get something else, okay. Just like that, okay. Because I don't need all these things, so I'll say continue, okay. Real quick. Then of course the app for my application I'll call it super duper, okay. Log app, okay. Hope you're seeing this. Increase the size. Good. Then of course my email. This is my email address for what? For Facebook, which I use. And of course I say I don't have this account for Facebook, so okay, like I got app. Okay. Real quick to create for an app, and sometimes ask for a security check. I'm not a robot, of course, my human being. So I'll click on the robot. Then okay, why is it asking me this? Okay, let me just click on this motorcycles. Take this and this and this motorcycles. Then I verify. Hopefully, okay, good. I'm not a robot, so I submit. Okay, so as it's waiting to create app. Okay. Okay, good. So wait for the app ID here. You can see the app ID at the corner here. App ID. App ID. Someone get the app ID. Okay. Click to copy. I click to copy. Just for bit of instruction. Go back to my super duper blog app. Then paste. Okay. That paste the app ID. Okay. Go back to my Facebook developers. What I need is I don't need audience network. I don't need analytics. Messenger. I just need Facebook login. Okay. But if I advance, you can also look at what like web payments, things like instant games. But for now, I just need Facebook login. Okay. So I'll just set up Facebook login, and of course, it will give a quick start on how to use Facebook login. Because I told you before, you can use Facebook login without Firebase. Okay. So, I'll go ahead, click on web, this iOS, Android, where is the web? Okay. React is a web framework. So, using web, that's the site. My site, I'm going to use local, wait, is it HTTP? Okay, like that. Local host, then 3000. Okay. If you're using a different URL, just paste your URL there, okay? For me, I'm going to be using this because that's what React provides for us. Then I'll save. But if you are doing development, of course, you put your domain name here, okay? Together. And you're going to see when you're trying to host our app, we'll change this to use our domain name, okay? Or our domain name, okay? So I'll save this. Then I'll continue. Because it's quite simple to set up. I'll skip all this because this is just setting up the SDK for Facebook. That is the Firebase. Okay. So I'll say next. Of course, I won't do anything next. Okay. Next. Okay. And then of course that I'll just go back because I'm done. Okay. And then while I need the secret. Okay. So I'll go to settings. Then I'll go back for it. Should give me like things like quick start. Okay, wait up. So I think so before we actually continue here, before we do for the secret, okay, there's something called what we call here to copy the O redirect URL. Okay, I need this to copy this up. Okay, so I need to direct and I need to copy. I think this place here. Okay, called the O redirect. Okay. Just paste here, just to avoid some errors, and also to allow us to handle lyrics, to Facebook login. Okay, I'll save this. Remember, login, get app ID together. Go ahead and select Facebook login. Then go to settings for Facebook login. Find the login. Okay. Then add the link which comes from this this link up after the app, okay, here, the OAuth redirect link, the URL, then paste it within this valid OAuth URL, okay, just there. The next bit of it, I'm need the secret, okay, so I go to settings, then you go to basic, okay, and then the secret, the app secret, okay, secret key, okay, secret key, the app secret, okay. And app secret allows us what to securely connect to Facebook, okay. So of course I'll go as a show. Hopefully not okay, tell me to put my password. So I have my password here. Submit offer with copy, okay, yeah, the right password. So I'll copy the app secret, okay, together. Then I'll paste it here. Just that, okay. Then of course after here I'm done, okay. Then I'll save. Then we're done with configuring Firebase for authentication, okay. Then the next bit of it is for us to add an app, okay. I think add an app here, and for us to add an app, okay, because I finished, of course, enabling all this what I need, okay. I ask because if you need for GitHub to do the same thing, then there's some few instructions you follow, and you still get the app and what the app ID and app secret, okay. They will show you at the end. So I go to my settings because I need to create an app which will link to my project, okay. So of course what I need to create, because I'm having the project name, the project ID, the number, all, okay. The first thing I want to change the location, okay, to enable location. So I'll just select the location here of my application, of my Firebase. Right now there is some few like here, but currently I'll just get the one which is like the US Central, just because it's kind of more stable. So I'll set that, okay. There are few things which you just set in, and then you go on to, okay, it's taking too long to connect to the server, okay. Good, that's connected to the server, which is great. Hope you are seeing this. If you are not seeing this, please tell me. Okay, so remember when you're creating, okay, create a project, okay. Now I want to create an app, okay. So there are no apps for this project, so I need to create an app. And this is iOS, this is Android, this is web, okay. There's also Unity, but now I think I need web, okay, because React is a web framework. And then of course the name of the app, not the project, but the app, okay. So that will be super same name, okay. I'm going to super duper, okay, blog app, okay. Yes, that. And I say you need hosting, no, we won't be hosting it on Netlify, okay. And right now Netlify has improved this system, and I'm going to, in the long run, we'll look at Netlify login rather than using Firebase, okay. Well, maybe I'll show you like a bit later on. So I'll list the app here, good, and I say continue to wait for something here, okay. So I've got to copy something, good, I think it's there, okay, good. Just log here. Okay, so it's clear, okay. Just add up, then give it a name, then just add, okay. Then what I need is this snippet, okay, which is important, okay. This snippet is the Firebase configuration, okay, of my app, okay. What I do is I just copy it, okay, copy it later on, okay. Then we are done with configuring our application, okay, for Firebase, okay, together. The next bit of it is now to actually implement the actual code, okay, which is a bit tricky, but it's going to be kind of, I want to use there are two ways actually of doing it, okay, two ways of doing it. You can manually configure everything using Firebase, okay, simple docs, okay, like that. Then manually configure everything, but let's see, you can just go to the web here, okay. You can manually configure all the things like the buttons, okay, on click change, all that, okay. Like for example, like auth here, you can introduction, you can manually build all this, okay. manually like write the code which connects to Firebase, okay, without any wrapper or without any kind of help. Okay, just use the Firebase source code, okay. But what I think so what Firebase provides, okay. Firebase is actually the Firebase developers develop the code a UI, okay, for you to quickly get Firebase, okay, rather than you configuring things from scratch, okay, because things are kind of common, okay. So it gives you the code of Firebase, you can recommend using the Firebase UI web, okay. This is just for anything, whether React, whether Vue, whether Angular, you can always use Firebase UI web, which allows you to connect really quick to use Firebase, okay. And I say Firebase UI is an open source JavaScript for web that provides simple, customizable UI bindings on top of Firebase SDKs, eliminate boilerplate and promote best practice together. So instead of you going ahead and writing the code which will connect to Firebase, okay, manually, Firebase UI allows you to connect to the Firebase SDK really quick, okay. But since you are doing React, okay, there has to be something for React, okay, together. So that's when we import our React, okay, dash Firebase UI comes in, okay. Firebase UI comes in, okay. So okay, let's do this right, okay. So the Firebase, okay, React Firebase UI, okay, React Firebase UI, React Firebase UI, okay. It's just a wrapper on top of what of the Firebase UI web, okay, which allows us to have like prototype things really quickly together. It says Firebase UI components provides React wrappers on top of Firebase web library, and notably Firebase UI auth, okay. So that allows us to really quickly prototype and create apps without actually having to use the Firebase UI, which is basically for everything, like for React, for any JavaScript framework or library, okay. So we're going to be using this instead of using this, okay. Instead of using the Firebase UI library, we're going to be using Firebase React for us to create things really quick, okay. So for us to begin for Firebase UI, okay, it's quite simple. You install Firebase, which is here, so Firebase, together. Then you install the React Firebase UI, okay. And remember I told you guys to read about Firebase already. So if you read about Firebase, you know Firebase is installable via npm, okay. It's a node package, okay. So right ahead, because we'll be using that stuff here, we have to go ahead and click on open my terminal within here, okay. Open my project, okay. My existing project, okay. Which is our blog app, okay. Of course, I'll go ahead and install Firebase and also Firebase React Firebase UI, okay. So I'm using Yarn, so I'll say Yarn, okay. Or add, okay. Want to add Firebase, okay, together. Then also React Firebase UI, okay. But since I saw it, I'm going to take, because this takes time, okay. I already downloaded this, okay, already. So I've already installed the Firebase and React UI, okay. So I won't install it one more time because it's like redundant. So you can check, I have inside my package the JSON file. I'm having Firebase and React Firebase UI, okay, together. But there's no other code I've added on this thing. That's why we are seeing only name and name here, okay, on this two, okay, not the is, okay. So as we continue, okay, because I've already installed this two, okay, install the Firebase and React Firebase UI, okay. Let's close this up. The next bit of it about continue reading the documentation just to see how to approach, okay, how to add. Okay. So I think in the app, okay, import Firebase or start Firebase component from React Firebase UI together and import Firebase. Okay. And I think you need 15 Firebase old and Firebase side UI. Okay. And they recommend using Firebase side Firebase UI if you are just using like a simple project together. So since our project is so simple, let's import that. Let's import this. Okay. Let's import Firebase and also so let's import Firebase and also Firebase React UI for side. Okay. Now showing you can using this. Okay. And how I would use it because the app is different. Because the app is totally different. Okay. If you're having like a simple app, okay, a simple page, okay, you can copy all this code and to work. Okay. For example, if you have an application, just to be sure everything is running smoothly, so I'll say yarn start. Okay. Yarn start, okay, together. And remember, we had pages, okay, different pages for our application, okay, all views, different pages. And we had what we call a login page together. Login page is here, okay, login page, okay, which simply has nothing, okay, just has a login page together. That means if you are kind of lazy, you can just copy all the source code, okay, and this and this and this together, and all this, okay, all this code, and paste it, okay. Let's try it, okay, let's try it and see. I'll explain it by line, okay. So since you're using a class, a functional based component, okay, I think I'll just copy the top part, this top part. Yeah, I'll explain everything at all. Then I'll show you why we looked at this. If okay, this is the best, good. Okay, good. I'll copy this, okay, copy this up, copy it. Top part, okay. Remember, we're using this class, we're using a what? We're using a function, okay. So I'll come here at the top here. To make a difference, by the way, we're using a class-based or a function-based function, okay. So a class-based component or function-based component. Okay. So I'll paste this here, okay, because up to the type empty, okay. So the first line here is saying, okay, so React already. So what you do, okay, you import line 4 here. Let me just increase a bit of it. So small. Line 4, we import style. Okay, this first one is also. Okay, remove. Why is it not moving? Control Shift B. Okay, good. Okay, that's gone away. So you import style Firebase auth, okay, which is just a component, okay, from React Firebase UI, which you want to create, okay, / style Firebase UI auth, okay. So you create that auth, okay. Let's see how it's going to be happening, okay. Of course, we also need Firebase, okay, because I'm using Firebase from Firebase, okay. Then after that, you configure Firebase, okay. Then you put your configuration, okay. Now, if you recall, I hope I did close, okay. If you recall, let's see, if I still have it. Okay, good. So remember, we had we got a configuration, okay, from Firebase. So that's what we did here, okay. So when I press it, okay. So I'll go back to my super duper log up here, then copy the configuration, okay, all of it here, okay, all the configuration here, copy it there, then of course go ahead to, then replace it here, okay, replace the whole configuration here, because this is theirs, okay, ours is different, okay, and let's look at ours, okay, ours has the API key, okay, it has the auth domain, this is our domain which we are going to be authenticating to. Then having our database URL, because I'm using our database, that's why I listed here, okay. Then the print ID, the storage for storage, then the messaging scenario, then the app ID. But I don't think you need all this, okay. You can of course remove all this and remain with API key and auth domain only to see work. Okay? But just for us not to copy and paste again in the future, let's just leave everything like that. Okay? So it has to be Firebase config. Let's be Firebase config together. Then online 17 and initialize in Firebase. Okay? So suppose I'll come and replace this with Firebase config. Okay? It's more Firebase. Okay, Firebase config. Okay? Firebase config. Go like that. Okay? And you can say, why is it not? Okay, this come to see here. Okay, so this is the same. So this is the same as this. Okay, Firebase. So once you initialize Firebase, then you pass in initialize app. This is all this Firebase code. Okay, starting from this line up here. Okay, this is just if you need a recommendation, this will be available for any application, whether you're doing React, whether you're doing things like Vue, things like Angular. Okay, all this will be available, okay, for you. And you can read the recommendation of Firebase, you can see this. Okay, so the next bit of it is the Firebase UI together. So this is like just configure, initialize Firebase, okay, the application Firebase, then you pass them the configuration object, okay, just as just configuring Firebase. Then the next line 19, you configure the Facebook, sorry, the Firebase UI together. And it's quite simple also, okay, because everything is available for you. If you feel like, okay, I'm not somewhere, just go ahead and read up, okay, just go ahead and read, okay, what's happening, okay, read about the documentation, okay. I think I have a website here. If you check here, somewhere here, the homepage here, they explain so much about it, okay, but how to use it, okay, and it's quite detailed. Okay, they tell you how to use, how to install, if you have issues, okay, together. They show you how to use it, okay, unless you use this one, it's not going to clean, okay. So of course, what I need is I want to, because look at this, okay, so what I need is another code UI config, okay, just for configuration of that of the UI, okay, of how it's gonna look like, okay. And in the first case, that because the actual self-explanatory, let's pass it with, okay, that's like the pop-up, okay, because the pop-up here, okay, how it will be looking like, okay. Then we're also gonna see this pop-up here, okay. Let's say redirect after sign in successful, okay. So you can provide a callback. So here I say when you redirect, where should you redirect to? Okay, I think I need to redirect to slash. Yes, this is a slash. What you have here, blow up. Let's just slash. Yes, go back to slash. Okay, just slash. Okay, together because we have the whole page. Okay, let's say this is a sec. This case I say redirect. Okay, redirect to slash. Okay, we will change this. We will change the beta one, but for now it's just that. Okay, so 929. Let's say the sign options. Okay, this is what's important. Okay, other parts they can always be changed. Okay, but that's what's important. Okay, this is what's important. Okay, let's say sign in options. Together they have one called Firebase auth, Google provider, and Firebase auth, Facebook provider. Okay, of course, if you look at our application here on Superblog app, okay, and look at authentication, you look at our providers, okay. We have sign methods, we have all these providers together, okay. So how do I get the one which I want, okay? It's quite simple. Firebase has this key values, okay, one code Firebase.auth, Google, Facebook, something like that. Okay, then have Facebook, okay, and I think I have also, if I just copy this, okay, copy it up, control copy, okay, and paste it here, control V, I think it's called email, email, and if you want that for GitHub, something, GitHub auth provider, okay, I think that's the name, hopefully the one, okay, yes, you can actually hover it and see, okay. So email and password provider implementation, same thing as here. Facebook provider implementation, okay, Facebook. Yeah, same. Google provider, okay. So this is how we can right track, yeah. Yes, okay, right track. Then a little bit of it is because we did three. We did Google, Facebook, and email. Okay. And I guess let's see here if our application, if I look at our application before here, our Figma design, we have Facebook, Google, and email. Okay. So of course I'll change this just that the order. Okay. Facebook comes first. Okay. Because this is an array. Okay. So of course when it just looks through, the first one will be what will be given. Okay. Because it's an array of items. Okay. So Facebook, Google, email. Okay. Hopefully it works out. Okay. And then that's saying configure Firebase UI together. This is okay. So I'm going back. Okay. That's saying of course now everything is done. Okay. I'm done with this. That's saying login page. So for login page, what I need to now pass it the what's it called? Okay, so it's here. I need to pass it this side Firebase configure. Quite simple. I just copy this up. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay, copy this up. Copy it. Okay. Hopefully it works out and you can see the button. Okay. But before you see the button, okay, let me show you how it looks like on the page. With an error in our page, an error. React app here. Let's say config is not defined. Okay, refresh. Config should be defined. Should be clear. Could okay. If I check my get started, which is our login page, it has nothing for now. But the moment I add, I add this side component, this one here, look at that. Start Firebase auth together. It takes it a prop code UI config together, which is equal to this UI config together. This UI config, which is here, just from here. Okay. Yeah. Then the next bit of it says Firebase auth. Okay. Then it takes the Firebase auth authentication. Okay, which is Firebase auth, which is coming from Firebase .auth. Okay. Hopefully it works out. And then let me save and see what it will give us. Okay. And then I'm hoping it gives us the three buttons. Okay. What is saying? Firebase app already exists. Did I? Good. Okay. Sorry, I just need to refresh the page. And you can see all it looks ugly, but all it looks not the whole one. Okay. But you can see we have sign in with Facebook, sign in with Google, and sign in with email together. That's the whole idea. Okay. And if you feel like you want to change the way it looks like, because I won't change it, because I think that's really not changing side. Okay. You can always go ahead and change the way it looks. Because if you just check the CSS, you simply have to add the CSS. Okay. Then call the classes. Just go ahead and get the classes. Okay. Of this and this, the classes are Firebase buttons. Okay. Get the classes, then change them the way you want them to be changed. Okay. Together. Yeah, this is good enough because I don't need to show you that too much. Okay. But you can see if I open up my inspector tools, then I open up. Before we go further, let's test out. Okay, test out this login and sign in. Okay. So if I'm going to test out open up our components. Okay. Let's increase in size. Okay. What I want to look at this copy at this one here. And then I get the Z notifications. Okay. The switch, the route should be login page together. Login page. Okay. And you can see it has this E component. Okay. This is our side component. Okay. Called E. Okay. It's weird, but it gives us the Firebase, okay, which is this, okay, which is the auth. It has like so many other methods, okay, but we use the methods. Okay. Then you have the config. Okay. Config has pop-up. It has sign option, which is facebook.com, google.com, and the password, which is email. Okay. And when you successful login, you'll be directed to the home page. Okay. Let's try it out. Okay. Real quick. Then then I'll show you how you can actually use the details that come from this. So I say, if I click on sign in Facebook, of course, gives a pop-up here, and it will just load for it, wait for it to say. Of course, it has logged into my Facebook account automatically because I know that. Okay, okay, good. Okay, let's have more time. So I click on this app. Also, right now I'm going to log into my Facebook account, so it's automatically log in already because I think Chrome does it for you. But I'm going to do it maybe using okay. But of course, ask you super blog app will receive your name, profile, and email. Okay, of course, receive my stuff. Okay, receive it. Together. Same thing. Your app will give you the same thing. That's what it's saying. There's no error. So okay, so you can see now it has directed that I changed the page to this to 3000. Okay, and if I go back to my get I see the page. Okay, but I don't want to see this. Okay, when I'm logging. Okay, together because I see the amount. Same thing if I click on Google to work the same way. I'll log in. Okay, log in with my Google account. Take some time, but it will automatically log us in. Okay, you can see I'm logged in with my. You can choose this or put a new account because I think we're a bit more cleaner. So I can either create with my account or create a new. Okay, maybe I want to use this. Okay, so maybe I'm logging twice. Okay, with different accounts. Okay, go and see how to prevent such errors. Okay, but now one has to try that. Let's try out how to actually create the different buttons. Okay, that actually have to sign them, have to create them. Okay, I'm not creating for us. Okay, maybe like sign with email. Sign with email is a bit different. Okay, get your email together. Maybe email. Let's try my other email. It is let's say test. Okay, at mail.com. Next to the password, of course. First name is Eric. Second name is Do. Yes, you don't write much. Okay, then the password, of course. The password. You can see the password, of course. Okay. Then you can save. It's quite clean. Okay. And this is material UI. Okay. Then of course logs in. Okay. Get that. And now how do I know that my user be actually not created by this user? Okay. Very simple. If you are the developer, okay, just go and check your Superblog app, your app application, then you can check the users here together. Okay. Notification, then the user. You can see I have user. I hope you can see this. Okay. I have this user together. And right now I've done the whole authentication, the whole database issues, the whole user authentication without having to write a server-side code. Okay, that's what we call Jamstack. Yes, you don't have to write any code. Okay, somebody's program. You don't have to write a server. Okay, React on the front end, which is React, turn it a server. Okay, this will work out for you. And you can continue on by writing maybe what you call CAD functions. Maybe to check the users, okay? Maybe assume that this first email is the admin user. You can try to write functions which will make this the user, okay? Make this this email the admin just okay. Can you manually go ahead and create a user, okay? Just manually create a user for yourself, okay? The email and password, okay? First comes this, okay? Get that. Currently, I done that, okay? I done with creating this. Get certificate, this Python certificate, but the thing is, it's only available on one component, okay, which is the login page. Together, that means other pages don't have access to Firebase. Okay, together, and that's why the next maybe 5 minutes I will just get on the code, okay, on the configuration, separate it, okay, just make it a bit cleaner, okay. Then let's just do it very quick. I'll show it to you. Okay, so what I will do is, of course, actually, it's up to you how you create your apps. Okay? Personally, I prefer separating everything. Okay? One thing I'm going to go ahead and write my app here, create a, close this app, create a folder, create a new folder, okay? Folder, let's start with everything here, okay? Just make it clean, here, okay? Close everything, let's make it a bit more clean. Okay? So I'll go ahead and create a new folder here, okay? Just in the root file, okay? I'll call it config, okay? It's up to how you name it, okay? Mine is config, okay? It's up to you. Can I name it Firebase config, okay? But maybe I name it config because maybe I may be the future have to put different configurations, okay? So maybe I'll call one called Firebase, okay? Firebase config, okay? Config, okay? Like that, .js, okay? Because there's no React bit of it, it's just separating, okay? Making it modular, okay? I think if you look at JavaScript, you can make modules, get some module, okay? So what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to go ahead to my pages, okay? Go ahead to my login page, okay? I'm going to get everything starting from here, okay? Everything, all the servers, copy them, okay? Copy them, yes, so up to here, okay? Up to here, Control X, okay? Go back to my Firebase config there, Control V. Yeah, that, okay? Then of course I'll remove the comments, okay? Comments are kind of they're not clean. I prefer having no comments right now because they may confuse the readability of the code, okay? Smooth the comments, but you can put your comments later on, okay? But now I'm going to remove the comments, okay? Just have it a bit more clean, okay? But the comments are also necessary. If you're reading the code, just put comments, okay? To help you out. Of course, I already this slide import, okay? I'm going to move it, okay? Go back to the login page. I'll paste here, okay? At the top here, okay? Better. Now everything is clean. So I can import, okay? I can import the UI config and the Firebase, okay? So I'll say import, okay? I want to compare the UI config, okay? Config, just separate it, let's make it a bit cleaner, okay? Then also I'll go and bring in Firebase, okay? Firebase. Actually, I'm doing nothing right now, okay? I'm just trying to make things more, okay? Things more clean up, okay? Then from // config, okay? Config / Firebase config, okay? Hopefully everything is okay. What's happening here? I think. Oh, this. Okay, yes. Oh, where did I make? Okay, this is. Where is this comma? This comma here. Yes, this. Okay, I think this has to be fast. This has to be fast, yeah. Yeah. Then comma. Okay, good. Okay, good. Then right, that's okay. I'm going to Firebase and the UI config. Then I need what to go ahead and export this to real quick. Okay. Then of course here, remember I'm going to Firebase for me. Okay. I'm just down here. I want to export it. Okay. Export it. Export default. Okay. Firebase. Don't look at that. I don't know how big this is, but now as far as have this on the ground, then of course I'm going to export this. I'm just going to say export. Okay. Just that. Okay. Yeah, everything will be better. Of course, I save this. Good. Now everything is clean. This works the same way. Okay. Still works the same way. Okay. Still works. There's nothing has broken yet. Okay. Refresh. Shouldn't have broken. What? Okay, good, okay? Still working the same way, there's no broken little bit, okay? Good, okay? The reason why I separated these two, okay, is one, because we're going to have the users like the configuration part for Firebase to be global, okay? gonna have a global kind of data. Okay? This data, the conversion, the users, okay, the sign in, okay, the login, to be global, okay, together, to be a global kind of conversion, okay. So I'm going to use this, okay, inside my context, okay. Use this inside my context, okay. And of course, this has to be to what's happening here. This first make it more, but I think there's an issue here. I don't like the way it okay. Sorry about this, yes. It's just out of habit, okay? Yeah. So hopefully it will go. Okay, this is about it, okay? So what I need is I want to use this in my global state, okay? Remember our global state? How to use global state, how to use global data is using the context API, okay? So hopefully I'm not confusing you. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my context, okay? I'm going to create this last context for today, okay? Then I'll call it a day. If you have a question, ask me. So now we have our store, okay? So which is our context, okay? I have a blog context, okay? Which stores our blogs together. So I'm going to have what we call an auth context. Auth context, okay? Context, okay? Node.js X. Okay, it's not comma, it's rather dot. Yes. Okay. Of course, to make it better, I'll make it up to A, just to make it like an S. Okay. Good. Okay, like that. Okay. Then of course, I'm gonna copy this. Okay, copy this same code here. Copy because I'm lazy. Okay. Copy there. Count here. Okay. Control V. Okay. Then of course I don't need this reducer function. Okay. Just start and the comments. Okay. Okay. And I don't need also its blocks. Okay. Yeah, just that. Okay. I just need to change this to auth context. Auth context like that. Yeah. This has to be also auth context. Auth context, okay, together. This level of auth context provider has to be auth context, okay, provider. Okay, because I don't need this too, but I don't need